Hello, everyone, and thank you for participating in this professional development training. As educators, paraprofessionals, volunteers, therapists, and support staff in a Title I preschool classroom in the District of Columbia, we work with children from many different cultural backgrounds, languages, family structures, and developmental abilities. Because of this diversity, it is important that we create an inclusive classroom environment where every child feels respected, supported, and valued. In our preschool classroom, we have English language learners like Alexandra and Antonio, students with disabilities and IEP services like Kyle, children being raised by grandparents or single parents such as Jace and Julian, and students from large multi-generational families like Emiliano. These differences are strengths that should be reflected in our classroom community and daily instruction. Rationale for incorporating cultural diversity. Incorporating cultural diversity in the classroom is important because children learn best when they feel connected to their environment. When students see books, toys, music, languages, and activities that reflect their home culture and experiences, they develop confidence and stronger sense of belonging. For example, including Spanish words, bilingual books, and family photos can help Alexandra and Antonio feel included while supporting language development. Research shows that culturally responsive teaching improves student engagement, relationships, and academic success because instruction connects to students' backgrounds and experiences. Gay 2018. Young children especially benefit from learning environments that value their identities and experiences. There can also be challenges when incorporating diversity. Staff members may feel unsure about discussing different cultures or family structures. Language barriers, limited classroom resources, and misunderstandings between schools and families can also create difficulties. For example, some families may have different expectations about school routines, communication, or behavior. However, maintaining open communication and being willing to learn from families can help can help overcome these challenges. Impact on student families and school staff. When diversity is embraced, students benefit socially, emotionally, and academically. Children learn empathy, acceptance, and cooperation with peers who may have different backgrounds or abilities. Students like Kyle, who uses a wheelchair and walker due to cerebral palsy, benefit from inclusive environments where peers learn kindness, patience, and understanding. Families also feel more respected and welcome when their cultures and traditions are acknowledged in the classroom. This encourages stronger family engagement and trust between home and school, according to the National Association for the Education of Young Children, NACE. Equitable and inclusive practices help strengthen family school partnerships and improve student outcomes. NACE 2020. Incorporating diversity also positively affects school staff. Teachers, therapists, paraprofessionals, and volunteers become more culturally aware and collaborative. Staff members learn to better support students with different learning styles, family situations, and developmental needs. Building reciprocal relationships with families and community. Building reciprocal relationships means families and educators learn from one another and work together to support children. Families are children's first teachers, and they provide valuable information about their culture, routines, strengths, and needs. One way to build these relationships is by inviting families to participate in classroom activities. For example, parents or grandparents can read stories, share cultural traditions, teach songs, or discuss foods and celebrations from their culture. Jessica's mother, who volunteers at the preschool, could help lead classroom activities and encourage other families to become involved. Community organizations, libraries, and community organizations, libraries, and cultural programs in the District of Columbia can also support the classroom by providing multicultural books, family engagement, opportunities, and educational resources. Communication is also important. Teachers should provide translated materials when needed, use visuals or communication, and remain respectful of different family structures and schedules. This helps families feel welcome and included in their child's education. Here are some strategies to embrace diverse cultures and backgrounds. 1. Use diverse classroom materials. Teachers should include books, dolls, dramatic play items, posters, music, and classroom labels that represent different races, cultures, languages, abilities, and family structures. This helps children see themselves represented positively in the classroom environment. 2. Incorporate culture into daily activities. Cultural diversity should be included every day, not only during holidays or special events. Teachers can include greetings in multiple languages, multicultural music and dance, storytelling, and activities connected to students' family experiences. This will support students like Alessandra and Antonio, who are English learners, while exposing all students to diversity. 3. Differentiate instruction and support inclusion. Students have different developmental strengths and needs. Teachers should provide visual support, adaptive materials, small group instruction, and opportunities for movement and hands-on learning. For example, Kyle may need adaptive writing tools, while Jace may benefit from social emotional supports and clear routines. Inclusive practices help all students feel successful and supported. Research by Hammond, 2015, explains that cultural responsive teaching strengthens student engagement because children feel emotionally connected and safe in the learning environment. Additionally, family-centered partnerships improve learning and social emotional development in early childhood settings. NACE 2020. In conclusion, incorporating diversity into a Title I preschool classroom in the District of Columbia creates a learning environment where every child feels accepted, respected, and capable of success. By valuing students' cultures, languages, abilities, and family structures, educators build stronger relationships with families and create meaningful learning experiences for all children. As classroom stakeholders, it is our responsibility to create inclusive spaces where every child feels seen, heard, and celebrated. Through culturally responsive teaching and family partnerships, we can help all students grow socially, emotionally, and academically. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to supporting every child and family in our school community.